All right, we're gonna get started here. Gonna go over the week levels from last week and get ready and see what this week brings us here. If you are tuning in new to my channel, I trade the Strat created by Rob Smith, and yeah, it's been been well for me. It's just worked out great. So I continue to trade that system. And yeah, so right now I'm just going to trade some Apex evaluations. They're still running their 80% off sale. Um, and we'll go from, they're still running their 80% off sale. And excuse me, feel free to use my coupon code Blues Trades for that. I'll also have one funded account with day traders that I will trade off stream because that is on Rhythmic, and I'm not using the VPS right now on my Mac, so I have no way of connecting to Rhythmic through my Mac with that. So I will trade that off stream. I may or may not trade it right at the open. Probably won't, in fact. Just gonna let some things settle here. I do imagine that we will open higher and then come back to test the liquidity from last week. And but that's just my thoughts on what's gonna happen there. And get logged into this Apex account. Oh good grief! That means I have to log into Trade first. I don't know why, but it seems like once a month this connection with between Trade and TradingView disconnects. So I don't know why that is, but it just seems to happen about once a month or so. I just don't like Trade like trading on Trade itself. So that's why I prefer to trade on TradingView. That is also why I like Topstep X, Project X, day traders, they also have Project X as well. But I think that's why I like Project X so well. It's because it just reminds me, so much of TradingView. Maybe one day I'll get rid of this cough that I had from that walking pneumonia. Oh, hi Dylan. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good overall. Okay, so here's what I do for the week. To get ready for the week, I go ahead and draw. I pretty much just trade ES now, but I do still look at it. I will still trade M and Q, and look at M and Q as well. I will scalp NQ itself, but it's got to be like a super quick scalp for me these days. Got tired of blowing accounts pretty much. Um, so I will scalp NQ, but I don't. If I'm gonna hold for a little bit longer, then I definitely like MNQ. Let's see here. So what I do is I draw high and low of previous week. So we had outside week there on NQ. So outside week is determined by you take out both sides of the previous week. So therefore, I'm either expecting a two up uh week, or we have inside week, to come back inside this previous week's range here. So we'll just have to see where we open here. We got about 3 minutes. I'll go ahead and draw out some targets in case we do come inside week first. But I'm expecting a little bit of a gap up here at open. We'll just have to see what happens here. But so we got so ES was outside week as well. Again, took out both sides of the previous week's range. So bullish engulfing there on NQ and ES. So again, if we gap up, if we open up somewhere probably around 62.79, I'm thinking maybe 62.80, then I'd be looking to play the volume imbalance back in there. Um, so yeah, just have to see where we open. So again, I trade the strat that was created by Rob Smith. I did, I have learned a ton from Sarah Strat Sniper, so you can also tune into her channel as well, to learn about the strat if you're not familiar with it. Um, but yeah, it's the only system that I found that's worked for me. I do use a couple of ICT concepts. The only ones I really use are the volume imbalance, um, and then also fair value gaps. I really like the fair value gaps. And then I can't recall the other one I use, but those are pretty much the only two ICT concepts that I use. Otherwise, it's just all basically just a strat for me. Those are just some Bollinger Bands over here. I really don't use indicators. I do like the 200 and the 20 SMA though on a shorter time frame. But and then this just lays out the okay, so we did open inside, but not by much. I was thinking we might open up, and go ahead and have a two up week. So I'm just gonna probably let this play out here. Obviously, if we break 62.40, then we're looking two up, and then be looking for 62.60. There on ES. We get some targets here on NQ. Well, I guess we're at all-time highs, so I really can't. The only way I would be able to get some targets for there would be to draw a fib. Fib extension. Um, so let's see, maybe give you some rough targets there on NQ. Um, I mean, ES, I've got some here at 62.82 would be where I'd be looking, 62.80, 62.50 ish. There is a small volume imbalance if you look here to the left between 62.38 to 62.47 there on ES. So you could use those for some targets as well. Um, but yeah, kind of interesting that we didn't open um up. I mean, we opened green, but we didn't open as a two up. So I was kind of expecting that. We could very much have an inside week. I mean, unless we break, the 62.40, this could just be some very short-term buying. If we start breaking below 62.20s here on ES, then I would, feel pretty comfortable taking a short, although it would be For lack of a better word, it would be a short, a short. I wouldn't want to stay too long because this is bullish price action. But as you know, when with traders, you can, if you know how to play both sides, you definitely possible there. Um, but yeah, if we start coming back below 62.20s, I'm probably going to target about 62.15, 62.14 and a half. Um, but but this is very bullish price action here, certainly to start the week. And even though we are inside, um, you could take a short here at about 62.30, just kind of scalp, um, just kind of scalp, a few points, but um, it's not the overall move, but if you just wanted to scalp, it's very possible. Just a very short term play there. This open doesn't excite me, and it's certainly not making me feel like I need to get in. So I'm just gonna wait until setup. Maybe end up going a little bit on a shorter time frame. What I've been doing a lot lately is setting orders in advance, and letting the orders fill and come to me. I mean, if you'd have taken a short there at 62.30, I mean, you'd be up a point, already. So it's just, but again, I mean, that's not the overall move. So yeah, I wouldn't stay too long. But I've been playing a lot with just setting the orders in advance and letting it fill me, and taking the profit, and kind of more of a hands off approach. That way, I don't have to sit and watch the chart all day. And that's been overall, like, that's been working out really really well for me. Oh, hey, now, appreciate you tuning in. Should have taken the short from 62.30 to 62.20. I mean, up 2 points already. That's not a bad way to start the night. 5 minutes into the session. But yeah, that's what I'm referring to when I say just setting the orders. Just go ahead and setting those orders there in advance. Especially with ES, because it really tends to move more in whole points. 62.30, then 62.33, 35, so on and so forth. Yeah, so that's I am gonna take a short here. Again, this is an Apex eval. So take a little bit of this pullback here. Um, but again, I mean, the higher move, the the move is more up, but until we break the previous week's high, I think I'm pretty comfortable being short until that occurs. Then what I'll do is just go ahead and set the stop um up there above us. I mean, certainly if we go two up, then I would target here around 22.870s here on NQ. And it may hit my stop. I don't know. But I just know we can't go two up until we break previous week's high. So just a little bit of a counter trend trade here. Just seeing if we can stay inside before, before we go two up. Um, I am expecting some two ups, so what you could do is be a dip buyer in these areas. Million ways to skin a cat. Here on ES, I'd really like to see us come below the 6223 area. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an alert on that. Um, so if it comes back below that, then I'll be fine. Um, Go ahead and look at some of the other things I tend to look at here. I don't see it. Where is it? There it is. Gold. We'll go ahead and take a look at gold. We're in this range here, 33.65 down to 32.09 here on gold, but can't go too down until we break the 32.66 and a half. So I will set an alert there. Okay, I'm exiting out of that short. I don't like that. That went a little bit further than I wanted it to. Okay, I'm going to add an alert crossing there on M and Q. Good thing I just did some micros and not some minis. That would have been a disaster. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that's yes. Now Bitcoin's back doing its Bitcoin thing. Um okay, so if you look at Bitcoin, we've gone two up on the year obviously, but if we break 112, I'd be looking for about 125 on that. Let's see here. Yeah, gold selling off just a little bit here. Take a look at oil. Well, we had an outside week on oil. Um, so took out both sides of the previous week. So we either go two down or back inside here on oil. I'm going to set an alert for that as well. I mean, we're below the 20, definitely for sure above the 200. But unless we come up and test 65.47, then you might can look for some of these upper levels here, but we haven't gone two down, that's for sure. We would need to break $64 in order to go two down, but we haven't gone two down just yet. Back inside there on oil. So just have to see what happens there as well. I do look at the other, everything else, but I try to just mostly focus on ES and MNQ. And I did not create an alert there on ES itself. I thought I did it on the contract and not the actual index. So here's a much shorter time frame there. Here on ES. We had those boxes. That just shows the sessions and the kill zones there. Um, but yeah, so basically, we came on the shorter time frame. We came up here, hit the broadening formation. Hit a TTO broadening formation. Just gonna chop around here probably until we can get out of this. Um, but I really see. I really don't see anything to do at the moment. I was looking. Well, I did call, short from 62.30. That would have got you a couple points, but overall, like I just don't see anything to do right now. Might just be a really, slow week. We've got the holiday coming up this week. Um, I don't know if we have anything on the economic calendar. I can look. Uh, we got some Fed speakers tomorrow. Um, no red folder events tomorrow. Just some Fed speakers in the morning. So if we got Tuesday, again, no red folder events. I take that back. ISM in Jolts on Tuesday morning at 9. Wednesday we got it says non-farm employment change. Friday is CPI, and that's it really. ISM as well. So really not a ton this week. Um, Again, I'm thinking, just because Friday, so Thursday, think we'll be open all week. Obviously, we won't on Friday. We might be only half day on Thursday. I need to look to be 100% certain. So yeah, it might just be very small week, very quiet. So there's your calendar for the week. I go to forexfactory.com/calendar. That'll get you the economic calendar there for the week. So anyway, I'm not gonna hang around on stream. Not a whole lot to do right now. I got levels set, and yeah, we might get a 2 down week here on gold. But overall, just can't really see a whole lot happening, and not gonna take up your time on a Sunday evening. So probably go ahead and call it a night, and let some things play out. So I got orders set. I um got orders set, got alerts set. Should be good to go on that. And that's pretty much it. So hope you guys have a good week. If you decide to take the week off, and I couldn't blame you, but we're not far from going 2 up. um Here on ES for sure, 62.40. I have the alert on MES as well, and see if maybe we go touch some of that liquidity. We've definitely got some there, a bunch there at 62.50. But yeah, all time highs there at 62.89, and we're just overall pretty bullish there on the indexes. So, all right, hope everyone has a great week. Take care. Don't make any crazy sudden moves and blow your account or anything like that. And yeah, just to see what the week continues to bring us. So, all right. Hope everyone takes care. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. You can use my code Blues Trades for Apex and also for day traders. Um, that'll get you the best discounts on both of those. And yeah, everyone has a great week. Take care. Appreciate